Today, I want to show you how to animate vector graphics in SwiftUI using Lottie. As an example, I will use this key path animation here. Lottie seems to be the most common vector graphics format for animation in vector graphics. It looks like this, so it's not really readable, but the big advantage is you can edit these files and generate these files graphically. For generating such animations, I tried quite a few tools, and the one that I liked best is Keyshape. You can get it from the App Store, and it's a simple editor for keyframe animations that has a plugin to export Lottie files. So I will import my SVG that I've prepared for this animation. And to generate keyframe animations here, there's two ways. I can use this Add Keyframe button here and then pick what attribute to animate, or I can use the Record Keyframes automatically, put the time on the timeline where I want it to be, and then make a change graphically. And it will then automatically create the keyframe for me here in the timeline. So we can now edit the path and the change to the path graphically and preview it. We can also tune like the timeline for the animation. And when we are happy with the animation, you can export it as a Lottie file. For this, you need to install a plugin. There's Manage Plugins. You can get it from the site, download it, and install it from the file. I've already done that here. So I can now export this as Lottie directly to my Xcode project. Also, I have prepared the Swift package already. There is a Swift package. There is one thing to pay attention to. If you use the main repo, this is very big. There's also a hint on the website, but they also provide a smaller package which contains a pre-built XC framework. So that's what I'm going to use here. And to import a Lottie animation, I use the Lottie view from the Lottie package. You can load the animation asynchronously, but the easiest way is to use the named version of this initializer and just pass the name of the file in our project. And to trigger the animation, there is a parameter called playback mode. And when this changes, the playback is triggered. So I'm going to generate a playback mode state variable and have it paused at progress 0. And when the graphic is tapped, I set the playback mode to playing, and I can use absolute timestamps or progress. So I want to go from start to finish and play it once. So using this parameter, you can tune the animation that's supposed to happen. You can say where you want it to start to play. And the other thing I want to add here is I want to play it in reverse when I go back. So I have this state variable here. And this is quite convenient for me because whenever the playback mode changes, the animation also plays back. So quite straightforward to generate. The big advantage of this technique is you can use an editor like Keyshape to tweak the animation, and this is much easier than to do it in code. You can edit it graphically and then import it as an asset to your project.